Hey guys, we are here at the Oriskany Battlefield monument with Michael. Yep, it's kind of hot out, but we're at the Oriskany Battlefield checking it out, and we might do a couple EVP recordings and we'll see what we get.
Pronounced Herkimer in today's vernacular, but it was Herkheimer. He's of German descent, and he, when he was injured during this battle,
I have a recording device on the tree next to me. Michael is approaching. If you have anything to say, please tell us who you are. Tell us who you fought for. If you have any messages for your next of kin. Gonna let the recording run for a little bit.
so we're going to head down into the ravine here, which seems to be all wooded over and overgrown, because looking around to our right, if this is being left open as the battlefield, it's discussed that Herkimer was where the monument is, and he got shot in the leg early in the battle.
Pa-pow.
And he was there directing his forces into the ravine for the battle against the British troops. That out there doesn't seem like a ravine. This is a ravine, but to us it's confusing. Why would you send troops into what looks like would be a killing zone? Because if you're down there, somebody's up here, you have the advantage of the shot. So it's kind of confusing, but we're gonna go down and go check it out and see if we can get anything.
And we're off.
Like a herd of historic turtles.
Ooh. Maybe we'll find Bigfoot while we're here.
Oh, you would love that.
I
Like
decided to
FBI
turn
agent?
on my Ovilus. The app on my phone, it said agents so far. Is anyone still here that fought in the battle? Remove. What is being removed? So the Ovilus is said to have a dictionary where the spirits engine spirits can talk through it, talk to us. What about an engine?
The background, but hopefully not. I'll try to point it out as it happens. Is there anyone who's here with us that would like to communicate? I have a device in my hand that you can communicate through, and I can hear you. Did you fight for the Loyalist or Patriot side? What general gave you your orders? Did you see General Herkimer get shot in the leg? Do you like that people come to the battlefield and visit? Or would you rather be left alone? Do you think the thunderstorm that came that morning helped the Patriots? Ending recording. Need to get out of here. There's mosquitoes everywhere.
Okay.
Look at the tire marks here. Some of the construction guys must have their quad down here doing something.
Yep, or the British.
Definitely the British. So, after speaking to some local sources, they said that the battlefield, that monument where it was at before, is not actually where Herkimer was. They said it was over this direction. So we believe the internet, because the internet never lies, right? And so we sat over there and we looked at that, but they said that that's actually incorrect, and that raised area was artificial. That raised area was done when they built the monument in 1883. So the actual spot where Herkimer was is here behind me, and the ravine that they fought into is down over here to my right. So we're gonna go check that out now.
Do your research, kids.
Yep, do your research. Ask local construction guys. They know more
Talk
than
to
the
the
internet does.
locals.
So we're here at the rock where General Herkimer was close to after he had got wounded, and this is the ravine in which he was giving his soldiers orders for the battle. We're going to go check out some of the signs and go down as far as we can into the ravine here and go see what we can find.
Okay, so is that where the phrase "die on that hill" came from? The stream here is what they say ran red with the soldiers' blood.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
All right, Alice is on.
We're sitting in the area where the ambush occurred. Is there anybody who's still here in the battlefield that would like to speak to us? There's a device here on the ground next to us that'll help you communicate.
Has a dictionary full of words.
Did you fight on behalf of the Patriots or the Loyalists? Can you tell us what it was like here during the battle? Was it warm? We knew it rained that day. How did you die? What was your favorite thing to eat while you were alive?
What is your name?
I go, what do you want to eat? And you go, what's your name? Now, if they're native, if they're Seneca or other Native American, they don't understand their language. Your audio said something, Crystal. Your audio said something.
Oh, it did. Knit and threat.
What does it say?
Knit and threat.
Knit? Like knitting a quilt?
Like knitting, yeah.
And then fret.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a frog. So 100.
100. Was there 100 people here that were a threat? Or did you go 100 miles? What's the 100 mean?
Yeah, what does the 100 stand for?
I understand you would feel threatened while you're here because it was a battle.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of bullets being fired, and the Seneca, the natives, they had their tomahawks. And I'm sure it was a very loud experience of all the bullets being fired and the tomahawks and the Senecas yelling and their war cries. You shouldn't feel threatened now. We're not here as a threat.
We are here as friends. We just want to tell your story. We want to share your story with the world.
If you're a patriot, the Patriots won the war. Legion.
That's the third time it said Legion today, though. It keeps telling me Legion today. Billion. Giving us a lot of numbers.
Legions weren't a billion, though. Legions were much smaller than that.
100?
A couple hundred, yeah. But a legion is usually
100.
Usually, a legion is a European way to describe the size of a group of army.
Okay.
But I don't think it was.
When?
Cannot.
Cannot.
Oh, cannot.
Can you not talk about the battle?
What would you rather talk about then?
Yeah, we can talk about something else.
Next.
I don't know.
What do you want to talk about next? You tell us. You tell us what you want to talk about.
We're here to talk to you.
We're here to learn about you and what you want to talk about.
If you want to talk into the other device, you can say whatever you want. That device is free for you to talk into. It doesn't pull words for you.
know more about you. So were you on the loyalist side, loyal to Britain, or were you a patriot? What's amazing about this picture is you see what the monument looked like in 1884 when it was built. Now, earlier we were on the battlefield and you see all the trees that are around and how it's been developed a little bit more. It's quite the, pretty profound how much has changed in that area since 140 years now. Nice cool day here in upstate New York. It's beautiful here. You should really come enjoy it. It's a balmy 92 today. Glistening. It's kind of wild. The battlefield over there is all wide open. Like, here's the battlefield. No, it's actually in here.
Yeah.
It's very interesting how they do that. Here, and the Silent Bear said that Herkimer's troops came through this ravine and entered the ravine here. So it makes sense that this rough area is where the military road and the ambush occurred, was down these hills and into the ravine we're going to go walk into now.
Education.
To give you some direction of what we're looking at, it says that the attackers came out of hiding from the ambush from the west, the south, and the north. The west currently is this direction. So that means west, south, and north. So as we walk through here, they came generally from the right and around behind. So it was a major ambush that was very successful initially. Herkimer's men made it through the initial ambush, but at a great cost. The initial ambush was very successful in the beginning because the way that the militiamen fought with muskets is they would be able to shoot they take one shot and it took a minute to reload and do all what they have to do with the muskets. So the Seneca and the natives, they knew that once the musket ball was fired, it took them time to reload. So they would attack at that point. They knew they had a minute to rush them and attack them and kill as many as they could. So the initial ambush was very effective from that side. Once the rainstorm came, they ended up having a different tactic where half of the men would shoot and the other half would provide them cover. They would shoot then second, so the Senecas wouldn't be able to come towards them. So the first shot, okay, second guy comes up and stands there, he then shoots at the attacking Seneca. Once the Seneca realized that the tactics had changed, they were no longer effective and they had to fall back and turn into roughly a stalemate of what it was here. There's no clear winner on this battle, but that was some of the tactics of how it worked and how they did and how some survived and some didn't. So.
History and the paranormal they're a lot of fun, but we walked really far and it's really hot.